Said, yay. Oh, we're so lucky. Hi, Ricardo. Good to see you.
Hi.
Okay, so today, since it is Wednesday, and it's usually one of those days that you just kind of have to really work at to get through. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be. We'll just get on with it and see how it goes. So let's do this today. Let's start on our backs. And just go into Supta Baddha Konasana. Now, if you have blocks and you would like to use blocks under your back, that's great, that's fine. Or maybe a rolled up blanket so that your shoulders get to relax around the blanket, if you know what I mean. In fact, I'm gonna get a blanket for me. Hang on just a sec. And we'll be there for a little bit. I'm just gonna roll it snug enough that it doesn't move once I have it behind me. And it should be plenty long enough so that my head is on it when I lay down on my spine. And if it's not for you, then you find a block or an extension, some kind of extension to put out and hold your neck in line with your spine. So in general, you're up against this blanket with your tailbone. And as you come down the blanket, you kind of maneuver a little bit, pick your tailbone up and curl your pelvis under a little bit so that your low back gets to relax. And then take your shoulder blades and kind of let them stretch out so that they'll fall around the blanket, pretty much. And that way it's a heart opener. The soles of the feet come together. Let your arms be comfortably away from your torso for the moment. Make sure that the back of the head is supported, that your chin is parallel to your pelvis, right? And then all together, let's take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And we're going to hold it for just a moment. So take it in. Take it up as high as you can. Hold it. Sigh it out the mouth. Do that once again, please. Deep inhale through the nose. Take it up as high as it will go. See if you can spread your collarbones. Keep sipping in air. Hold it. Exhale out the mouth. Nice long sigh. One more of those, please. Deep inhale. Take it all the way up. Spread those collarbones. Hold it. Exhale out the mouth. Now, as you take your attention to your breathing, I want you to breathe into the heart center. Fill up your lungs from the bottom to the top. And as you exhale, use your ujjayi to keep it slow and even. As you come into your body, come in your heart and your soul. Leave everything outside the room that doesn't belong here. And breathe. Try not to grip your jaw. Try not to grip your inner thighs. If your thighs get a little bit stretchy and it's uncomfortable, just straighten out the legs if you need to, or maybe put something to support the knees. And we will be here close to 5 minutes. So just breathe with me, inhaling and exhaling into your heart center. Calm the mind, calm your nervous system, let your heart rate slow down, be with you, completely engrossed in the fact that your body gets to relax. Let your shoulders just drop. Keep them away from your ears. Now notice as you're breathing, the length of your inhale versus the length of the exhale. Try to get the two to match. In general, it's harder to lengthen your inhale. And sometimes it gets sticky even. As you're inhaling, maybe it kind of stops and jolts a little bit. It's not super smooth. Then as you let go for the exhale, out through the nose, go as slowly, mindfully as you can. Work on that inhale. Just when you think you can't inhale anymore, try just a little bit more. And maybe expand into the side ribs. Expand into the back ribs. Try to keep your inner thighs relaxed, your glutes are relaxed. Face is relaxed. Focus just on your breathing and your body. Wherever you are, with your fingertips, just pick your hands up and place them very lightly on the low belly. And I want you to breathe into the belly and let your fingertips rise and fall with the belly. So expand the diaphragm as you breathe in. Push the diaphragm into the belly area. Give it a nice massage. It expands. Exhale it. Contraction. Again. Nice and slow and easy. Just into the belly. Let the belly expand as high as it wants to go. Nobody's looking at you. Don't worry about it. And then bring it back. This time I want you to take a third of your breath, or when you're ready, I want you to take a third of the breath into the belly. Take your left hand up to your heart center. Put your right hand down on the belly. And then, as you take a third, do a 3-part breathing into the belly. Roll the energy of that prana up into the heart center until it rises and you fill up your lungs. Hold it for just a second, and then exhale and reverse that. Coming out of the lungs, working its way down energetically till the belly contracts. Let's do about 5 or 6 of those. So 3-part breathing into the belly. Roll it energetically up to the lungs. Feel your lungs and your ribs expand. Continue allowing the belly, the whole torso to expand, and then reverse. Remember to relax your glutes. If you find that you're all tensed up, just relax while you breathe. I do it. That's the reason I bring it up. I just want to mention it so that you can look for that in your own body. I want you to stay as relaxed as possible and simply breathe. Wherever you are, 2 more deep ones. And roll it down the belly. I got 1 more to go. Very nice. And when you get to the bottom of that, take a couple of breaths as you normally would. Just let your hands be free wherever they want to. Take it in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Again, inhale. And exhale out. Very nice. Start to bring the knees up. You can help yourself with your hands if you need to. Walk up to your feet, knees straight up. Rock over one way or the other. And pull that blanket, if you have it, out from underneath of you. If you don't have the blanket or the blocks, whichever, come back flat to the mat. If you've been here flat, that's where we're at. Feet on the mat right now. Okay, and so walk your shoulder blades just a little bit underneath of you now and make them flat on your back. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Your feet, your arms are going to go long by your side. Your feet are going to walk in just a little bit closer to the buttocks. So you can just barely touch those heels, and your feet are about hips width apart. Knees are directly over the heels. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, press into the feet, roll the pelvis so the tailbone reaches out, 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 and away, and press the knees away. Interlace your fingers underneath your back. Keep pressing and lifting into a nice high bridge. See if you can feel the tops of your shoulders here. Chin is lifted so that you're on the back of your head, not on your neck. One more deep inhale. And on the exhale, you'll start to come down one vertebra at a time, very mindfully, very gently, one at a time. Rock it all the way down. Get the shoulders out of the way, the hands are out of the way, until the tailbone comes to the mat. And then you can flop your knees, kind of like windshield wipers, side to side, in case you got into that low back. Now, if you're working very hard at curling that pelvis under to point it, the tailbone points out and up, maybe you'll stay out of your low back. Once again, inhale, exhale, pressing into the feet, curl the pelvis under and press and lift, walking the shoulders underneath, interlace and pull your shoulders down your back. Woo. And then breathe into your heart center. And again, 3 deep inhales and exhales. And each time you inhale, press into those feet, lifting the hips. One more time, deep inhale. Lift, 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 lift. On the exhale, release. Bring it down. Walk the shoulders out. A little bit of movement here so you can kind of rock the knees side to side again. Breathe while you're here. Yeah, good. One more, please. One more bridge. So set it up the way you want to. If anybody's ready for a back bend, feel free to do that. Or we're going to take just one more bridge right now. This is very energizing. The spinal curve, pushing into that. All the energy that's in your spine. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, pressing into the feet. Curl the pelvis under. Walk the shoulder blades. Interlace those fingers. Pick your heart up. Pick your hips up. And breathe. And again, 3. And as you exhale it out, release gently. Come on down. Woo. One vertebra at a time. Allow the knees to go side to side. Yeah, good. And then pull the knees in. Pull them in nice and tight. Give your low back as you kind of walk your hips down a little bit. Rock side to side with your knees. Give your low back a nice stretch there. Let the knees go away. Kind of a half circle to the right side. Pull them in tight. Push them away. Bring them a half circle over to the left side. Tight. And again. One more time. There we go. From here, the feet are going to come flat to the mat, knees up. We're going to cross the right foot over the left, and we're going to thread the needle this time. So keep the back of your neck long. The right thigh, the right knee goes straight out to the side. Flex both feet as you interlace behind that left. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, bring that left knee towards your left shoulder. Okay, just as far as it wants to go. You don't have to force it. Please don't force it. Just opening up your right hip just a bit. Breathe into that. Keep your tailbone and your sacrum flat on the mat. Okay, try not to allow that to come up. Breathe. Nice deep inhales and exhales into your heart center. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, allow your gaze, just let your face kind of roll over to the left, and then roll up onto your left hip just a little bit. And as you do that, continue pulling that left knee in towards your left shoulder. And you'll feel a little bit different stretch in that right hip. So breathe into that. And enjoy. Ooh, one more deep inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to release these hands and we're going to continue allowing the legs to go to the left. Put your arms out to the side, kind of like angel wings. You're going to stand on the right foot and drop your left knee down. Pull that right foot in with your left hand. Just pull it in closer to your body. And then take your gaze, take a nice deep inhale, and exhale, take your gaze out to the right. Open the heart, a little bit deeper twist in the spine here. Breathe into it. Open your heart to the sky and enjoy. Breathe. Your right knee should be facing straight up. In fact, you're pressing the knee out and away from you. If you want to take this one step further, you can grab your left foot with your right hand, maybe. Okay, once you've got hold of the foot, see, I have to pick mine up, and then lay that knee down and foot down. Press the knee into the mat. Maybe pull the right foot in a little closer and press the right knee out. Breathe deeply. Shoulders are down your back. A different kind of a twist going into the low back and that right hip. If you want to rock it over to the left a little bit more, and then maybe open it up, the right knee, you'll feel the sacrum area, very gently rock and roll it. One more deep inhale. Good. As you press through that left knee, you'll probably feel that left thigh get a nice stretch. Then as you're ready, bring them up. Just release and bring them up, and then release both feet and squeeze in the knees. Rock and roll side to side. Gently, 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 but give your back a nice stretch. And pull the knees in tight. And then the feet are going to go flat to the mat once again. Knees up. This time the left foot crosses over. Flex both feet. Send that left knee out. Pick your right one up. Interlace your fingers behind that right knee. Make sure your neck is long. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, try to pull that right knee towards your right shoulder. Flex both feet. And then focus on your left hip for a few moments as you breathe. Nice, gentle hip opener. Take your time with it. Breathe and allow the hip to get some time to maybe expand, open more. So focus on your left hip. Keep both shoulders down your back, down to the mat. Good. And then, if you'd like to, let your gaze fall to the right. And then maybe come up to that right hip as you rock over to the right. And continue to pull that right knee closer toward your right shoulder. And see how this stretch feels through that left hip and leg. Breathe into it. Find a comfortable place for you. That really gives you a nice deep stretch. And breathe. Focus only on you, please. Stay just right with you. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, you can release these hands and let them come out to the sides. And then we're going to just drop that right knee and left foot down to the mat. Grab that left foot with your ankle with your right hand and pull the foot in a little bit closer. And then reach out your left arm and take your gaze to the left. Open your heart, both shoulders on the mat. Begin this twist for just a moment. Get heavy right through your waistline area and your hips. And deeply into that area. Might go the kidney a little bit there. A little bit of breathing into that area is really good for you. Okay? And then if you want to take it one step further, then you're going to take your left hand to your right foot, maybe grab the ankle if you can, or the foot. And then as you drop the right knee down, pull the foot in towards your butt, and maybe pull that left foot in closer to the body a little bit more. And then let your gaze be neutral, pressing through the right knee and the left knee. Breathe into this. Check in with your hip flexors, check in with your quads, your low back, all of it. See how it feels and stay as long as it's good. If anything gets crunchy, then just make your way out of it. Breathing. Good. And as you're ready, you can release both feet. Bring the knees up and in. Squeeze them tight. Give your low back a nice deep stretch here. Good. And even now, we're going to separate the knees and pick the feet up. Pull the knees down on either side of your torso and then reach out to the sides of the feet for a happy baby. Lengthen through the back of the neck and then just pull the feet straight down. Well, if your shoulders are up, pull them down to the mat and away from your ears. I don't know what that big loud boom was. I don't like the sounds of it much. So be here in your happy baby, breathing. Make sure, try to get your entire spine on the mat. And breathe into it. Okay? And if you want to, take your peace fingers around the big toes and straighten through those knees. Push the heels away from you. Straighten through the knees if you can. Breathe as long as it feels good. Maybe rock just by pulling down on each foot. Your hips will rock side to side. Another couple of breaths. And again. Good. And then we're going to bring these feet in. Hold on to the toes. Let's then come to the outsides of the feet. Bring the soles of the feet together and interlace your fingers around them. Knees are out to the side. Okay? Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to pull those feet, pick your tailbone up, and then pick your head up to look through your window. And breathe into your low back. Give it a nice deep stretch. One more deep inhale. And on the exhale, allow the feet to go back to where they were above your face or your chest. And bring your tailbone, your sacrum back to the mat for just a moment. Take one deep inhale here. On the exhale, I just want you to pull straight down on your feet. See if you can just pull and let the knees go out as far as they'll go. And just put pressure. Try not to pick your tailbone up. And bring the feet down towards your chest or your face, wherever you happen to be. And then release that. Keep your fingers interlaced. And one more time, deep inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to pull the feet over the top of the head. Take a deep inhale, pick your tailbone up, and then pick your head up and look through your window. And breathe into your low back. Give it a nice stretch. One more, deep inhale. Good. And then as you come back to neutral here, once again, see if you can pull the feet down. Your tailbone, your sacrum is on the mat. Your spine should be flat on the mat. Shoulders are on the mat. Pull the feet towards you. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And then release those feet. Oh, yay. Then we're going to cross one foot over the other. Hands come behind the knees. Throw your legs forward to sit up. Yeah? Woohoo! And then let's drop the head and roll back once. Throw your legs. Roll back twice. Get a nice roll here. And on this third one, see if you can catch it as you come up. Woo, don't let the feet come down. Keep the feet lifted. Lift your heart. Straighten through the top of the head. The spine is straight. Woof, boat pose here, or a version of boat pose, okay? Pick your heart up. Pull the belly in. Breathe. Good. Cross the other ankle over the top this time. Drop your chin, roll and throw your legs. One. And two. Roll the legs. And the third one. Until you come up, catch it. Catch it. Maybe the feet, maybe the legs go long. Maybe you keep the knees bent. Some version of boat pose. Maybe you'll let go, but keep lifting. Breathing, or maybe you'll hang on to the knees and pull them in a little bit and lift your heart up a little bit more. See if you can keep pulling the knees towards you. Maybe you'll get your chest onto your thighs or vice versa. Breathe. One more time, deep inhale, release. Roll over the tops of your knees, and let's come back to tabletop. Oh, I'm going to move my mat a little bit this way so I can see you better. Good, here we are, tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees, or may just step them back about an inch from your hips. And then inhale, look up and lengthen. Nice cow stretch. Exhale, tuck your head, tuck your tailbone, and find cat stretch. And again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Push the mat away. One more time. Inhale into cow. Exhale, as you come out of this, just come to your very neutral tabletop. Top of the head is reaching for the front of the room. Shoulders are down your back. Tailbone is reaching straight back. Pull your belly in. Push the mat away. Try to lift your torso up, 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 up. Breathe, flat back. Hopefully, nice and straight through the spine. Don't drop your head, it gets too heavy there. Keep it in line with your spine. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Whew, good. From here, we're going to walk the hands forward. Keep the arms long and strong. Keep your tailbone lifted high as you bring the torso and your face down towards the mat. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, take your forehead to the mat if it's doable for you. And breathe. This is puppy dog stretch. Stretching through the armpits, the side body. Pull back on the tailbone. Maybe grab the mat with your fingertips as though you're going to pull yourself forward. Breathe. Good. Keep your hands right where they are. Press yourself back up. Come on up. Now we're going to roll it forward. Okay, we're not walking the hands underneath the shoulders. We're rolling our hips forward and we're going to roll the body down the mat. So your hips will come down first as you bend the elbows. And then as you come down to the chest and the forehead, right there. Good. From here, inhale, just reverse that. Inhale, pick your head up. Try not to move anything. Just press into the hands when you feel your low back's being compromised. Before you get into a deep, deep arch, pull your hips up, pull the belly in, and then pull yourself back into your puppy dog stretch. Bring it back, forehead comes down. Take your shoulders down your back, breathe. Nice, one more, deep inhale. Breathe that out, good. Now this time, as you come up, we're gonna keep the hands there. We're gonna lift through the torso. Then we're gonna walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, okay? And then we're gonna curl these toes under. And then we're gonna pick the hips up for downward facing dog. Come up high on the balls of the feet for a moment. Lift. Notice how your weight shifts forward to the hands. Shift your weight back as you push into the hands and bring your heels down towards the mat. Woo-hoo. And find your downward facing dog. Breathe. Bend your left knee, press through the right heel, and find that right calf for a nice stretch. Inhale, walking your dog, press through the left, push your hips back. Inhale and press the right one. Inhale and press the left one. Even pay attention to your toes and give them a nice stretch as you walk. Woo! And one more, pressing through that left heel. Stretch those right toes. One last one, press through the right heel, stretch those left toes. And then push both heels back as best you can into your best downward facing dog. Fly your tailbone high. Breathe. Ready? On your next inhale, step or walk or jump your feet up between the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Oh yeah. And then heel and toe the feet hips width apart so we can hang in Uttanasana for just a few moments here. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Put a little weight. Pick your toes up for a moment so you don't pinch them into the mat. Maybe rocks forward and back, ball of the foot, heel of the foot. Feel those hamstrings. Wag your tail side to side. Feel the hamstrings. Let your shoulders, let your neck relax. All of this is relaxed. Flying the tailbone. Okay, ready? Take a deep inhale. Exhale the hands down to the mat here. And then we're going to come up halfway. Oh, lengthen through the spine. If you can't, keep your hands on the mat and you don't have blocks, put your hands on your shins while you look up. Pull the belly in and arch your back. Exhale, forward fold once again. Come on down. Let your arms just hang down for a moment. Let them hang. Breathe through the backs of your knees, all the way through those hamstrings. See if they can get a little bit juicier for you. See if you can wake them up. And then inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend into the knees. Woo. And then drop your head, drop your shoulders and arms, and round your body all the way up to standing. Pull the tailbone under, squeeze the hips as you come up, and find your Tadasana. So the feet will come together pretty much. Shoulders are down your back. Engage your quads, please. Pick the kneecaps up. Curl that pelvis, pull the belly. Lift right through the breastbone. Allow your arms to just hang open and breathe. Top of the head reaches for the sky. Shoulders are as far away from the ears as they can get. And your chin is parallel to the floor. Breathe. This is mountain pose, Tadasana. First standing pose. Very strong. Find your Tadasana. This is the Tadasana that you will use in all of your poses. Okay, so make it comfortable. And breathe. Good. On your next inhale, take the arms up, look up to the thumbs. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, arch your back up. Exhale, fold it down. And then press the feet, arms come out to the side. Look up to the thumbs. As you exhale, come back to Tadasana. Curl the pelvis, pull the belly, engage the legs. Bring your hands to Namaste. Now here for just a moment, breathe. Set your intention for your practice this morning, if you haven't done that already. Breathe into it. Send out all the love that you possibly can to the people on this planet. Here we go. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, step all the way back to a push-up position, chaturanga, or all the way to the mat. Come through up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. Feel that stretch. Step or walk or jump your feet up. Inhale, come up halfway. Pull the belly. Exhale, forward fold. Woo. Try to get the top of the head lower. Inhale, press the feet. Stand all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Sun salutation in honor of this birth, in honor of our practice today, in honor of you. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, big swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bending the knees. Step all the way back. Come to your push-up. And then find your chaturanga. Make it through to up dog or cobra if you went all the way to the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. Press it back. Find your stability here. And then step or walk or jump. Both feet. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Take the top of the head down towards the mat. Inhale, stand all the way up. Arms come up over the head. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. And come back to Tadasana. And breathe. Thank God it's hump day. Here we go. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, arch your back. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to your push-up position. This time, let's hold the push-up. Okay? Let's just hold it. Make sure the shoulders are right over your wrists. And then, let's do a side arm balance. Step into your left hand. You can bring the side of your left foot down. Stack your feet. Turn your hips open. Take that right arm high and find your side arm balance on the left, or your left knee comes directly underneath your left hip for a modified side arm balance. You step on that right foot, you take your right arm high, okay? Maybe you bring that right foot up, find a balance place. Exhale it down wherever you are. Bring the hands back and step into plank. Oh my gosh, pull your belly in and pull it back to downward dog. Oh, hello. Push it back. Walk it out a little bit. As you're ready, inhale. Come forward to plank. Hopefully, let's try this again. Pull the belly in nice and tight. Lift your hips, lift the hips with your belly. Pull it up, shifting, pushing into the hands to press your hips back. Oh, whew, find your downward facing dog. Try not to make too much adjustment. Maybe a little bit if your hands are sliding. And then on your next inhale, once again, bring your torso into plank. Okay, keep it nice and long and strong. This time we're going to step into the right hand and we're going to lay the right foot down on its side and we're going to stack the left one up and we're going to take this left arm high for the right sidearm balance. Breathe. Woo. Stay with it. Open your heart. If you need to modify, the right knee is directly underneath the hip. Don't let your knee be way back here. Put it under your hip. Stand on your right hand, stand on your left foot, and take that left arm high. Maybe press into that right hand and take the left leg. Woo. And then exhale it down, and as you're ready, come back to your plank for just a moment. Maybe chaturanga. Inhale through to up dog or cobra, or you went right back to downward facing dog. Step it back, breathe it out. Good. From here, take your right leg straight back and up. Just have your hips be square for a moment. Push through the heel, and then open your hip and take the leg up as high as you want to take it. Get firm in your hands. Bend that right knee and allow the foot to hang over to the side. Right? If you want to take a wild thing, feel free to do that. Wherever your practice takes you is fine. And as you're ready, very mindfully, you'll bring that right foot back up. You will square your hips, and then we're going to swing that leg through. Up to the right. Stay on the ball of the back foot, and come into crescent warrior. Okay? So, bending into that right knee. See if you can straighten through the back. Pull your right hip back, settle into this femur. Keep your knee on the left lifted. Breathe a little bit more. Maybe you'll take your gaze up, maybe not. Exhale, the hands come down. You can step right back to dog or chaturanga. Take your vinyasa. Whew. And push it all the way back. Push it back. Woo, breathe. Take that left leg up. Push through the heel. And try to keep the hips square for just a moment. Make sure the hands are comfortable and solid. And then turn the hips open and take that leg up. Your head will come closer towards the mat. Bend your left knee. Hang it off to the side. Hello. Maybe you'll see that left foot underneath your right arm, maybe. Get a good side stretch there. And then inhale that leg up and exhale it through up to that left hand. Stay on the ball of the back foot as we come up to crescent warrior. Breathe. Once again, stay in the front knee, engage the hamstring area and through the glutes, pull it back and settle into that femur. Pick your right knee up. Keep that leg nice and straight as best you can. Maybe your gaze will go up, maybe. Exhale, hands come down. Whew. Step back to dog or vinyasa, whichever you prefer. Wherever your practice takes you, push it back to downward dog. We meet in dog. Push it all the way back. Whew. Good. Now, step the right foot forward. Turn the left foot flat. Come up, get heel to heel if you can. And then bring it into warrior one. Boom. Flat on that back foot. Okay, you want to go as deep into the knee in front as you can. And keep that back leg nice and solid. And then bring the hands up. Bring them together as you gaze up. Exhale, open them out. See if you can arch the back a little more. Bring the hands behind, interlace. Open your shoulders and come into a humble warrior. Whew. Just come forward. Maybe you'll settle a little deeper into that right knee. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. And release the hands. Help yourself up. Arms come high. And then open your hips for warrior two. Okay? Shoulders are down your back. Breathe here. Still in this right knee. Keep the hamstring turned on. Drop the back hand. Find your peaceful warrior. This hand can go around the waist if you want. And then bring it back to warrior two. Oh, hello. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Oh, good. Exhale, tip the pelvis. Reach for the front of the room. Find where your triangle pose is. Keep the heart open. Lift your gaze. Maybe look up to this high hand. Take both shoulders down your back. Curl your hips under, curl your pelvis under. Continue bringing the entire right leg open. And breathe. Maybe the hand will come to the outside of your foot. Maybe it'll be up here. Maybe it's just down on the ankle or the foot. Either way, lengthen through the side body. On both sides. Breathe. Take one more deep inhale. On the exhale, send your left hand to the back of the room, whichever room you're in, and then bend into this right knee, hands come to the mat. Step back to dog or vinyasa, whichever you prefer. Find ourselves in dog together. Breathe it out just a little bit. Ready? Here comes your left foot forward. Up by the left, turn the back foot flat and stand in warrior one. Pull the belly in. Keep it off the thigh. Pull your hip, your left hip back, your right hip forward. And bend a little more into that left knee if that's doable. Press to the outside of the right foot. Take your gaze up. Maybe we're going to open the heart, open the arms. Bring it down. Whatever's doable for you. Interlace your fingers with the other pinky on the bottom. Open the heart. Exhale into your humble warrior. Pull your hips. Square them. Be here. Breathe. Once again, deep inhale. And then on your next inhale, press into the foot, release the hands. Bring them all the way up. Open the heart, open your hips to warrior two. Nice. Your gaze is over that left hand. Breathe. You still are in this left knee. It's like, really? Yes, it is. Good. Take your right hand down, left hand comes up. Peaceful warrior. Stretch through the body. And then bring it up, back to warrior two. Breathe. Inhale, straighten this left knee. Oh my word. And then tip the hips. Reach for the front of your room. Take your hand down your left leg. Open your heart to the sky. Right arm goes straight up. Tuck the tailbone. Tuck your hips and the pelvis. Engage that left leg so that it's completely turned out. Breathe here. Take this to wherever your practice takes you. And breathe. Good. And then as you're ready, take a deep inhale. Exhale that right hand down to the back of the room. Bend into your left knee, step into the hands. Step back to dog or vinyasa, whichever you prefer. Exhale, downward facing dog. Meet me there. Here we go. Take a deep inhale, come up high on the balls of your feet. Come up high. Now push your hips back first. And then allow the hips to come forward, shoulders to come over your hands to an 8 count. Bend the knees to the mat. 7, 6, 5, 4, pull your belly. 3, 2, hover your knees, hover them some more, and then allow them to come gently to the mat. Woo! Point the toes. Bring your big toes together. Separate your knees and push your hips down to your heels and take your child's pose. Forehead comes to the mat. Melt your heart down. Find your ujjayi breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And then try to slow it down. Get control as best you can of the breath. Then we're going to pick the head up. And we're going to roll onto the palms of our hands, and we're going to tuck the elbows under, and we're going to pick the hips up. And we're going to bring the knees closer together. Fingers are spread, just like you're going to go into downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, pick your hips up, find your dolphin, push it back, press your hips back. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, let the knees come down gently. Now keep the knees and feet together, sit back on your heels, hands come to your feet. Curl over your thighs, let your shoulders drop, let your neck relax, and be. Just breathe. Good. From here, we're going to bring these hands forward once again. Drop the elbows as we pick the hips up. Okay, then we're going to curl the toes under. Get strong through those shoulder blades. And then pick the hips up for dolphin. Maybe walk the feet a little closer in towards you. And then press your hips back. Push the weight to the feet. Pull the belly. Breathe. Try to have all of your knuckles on your hands on the floor. And then take a deep inhale. Exhale the knees down. Point the toes, settle back. Bring the hands to your feet. and curl over your thighs. Turn into a little cocoon right here. And just breathe. Nice. Good. From here, bring the hands under your shoulders and just sit yourself up on your heels. Because I like this pose a lot. It stretches out my bad ankle. This ankle, my right ankle hasn't always been, oh, it was flexible for a long time till I broke it. And then it's taken me 20 years pretty much to get it in shape again. Using these stretches right here. I have to tell you, take your elbows and shoulders back. Lift through the top of the head and be heavy on your feet. One more, deep inhale. And then as you come forward, come to the hands, shake out the feet. Okay, if your ankles are bugging you, shake them around, and then we're gonna curl the toes under because I need it. And we're gonna sit back on our heels again, oh my God. And we're gonna stretch the toes. This is toe squat. Soles of the feet and toes right here. So elbows and shoulders go back. Lift through the top of the head. Pull the belly, zip it up here. Be heavy on your toes. Breathe. One more. Good. As you come forward, oh my gosh, shake the toes out, shake those feet out once again. Whatever you need to do. And then we're going to come to our seat. Just drop to your seat. And we're going to bring these, we're coming to an easy seated position for just a moment. Okay. Now, rock and roll your pelvis a little bit back and forth. Hang on to your shins, okay? And pull back to get a nice stretch into your shoulders here. Just rock your back, roll it back, and roll the shoulders forward and let your head hang forward. Gives it a nice stretch through those shoulders. Breathe here for a moment. Arms are straight. And you're hanging on to your shins for dear life. If you let go, you'll fall down. Your whole back body will go down. Okay, so you're just pulling, rounding the back. And then inhale, sit up nice and straight and tall. As best you can, let your shoulders come down your back. Breathe. Into the nose. Hold it. Out through the mouth. Into the nose. Hold it. Out through the mouth. And as you come to the low end of your exhale, pull, round your back, pull your shoulders forward, and just kick back. Give your shoulders a nice deep stretch right here. Drop your head, drop your chin down into your chest. If you were to let go of these hands, you would fall, okay? So you're not using the abs to hold you. You're using the hands and the straight arms. And you're breathing right between your shoulder blades. And then as you're ready, you're just going to bend the elbows a little bit in order to sit up nice and straight and tall. Hold the belly in to protect this low back area, okay? And once we're here, I'm just going to turn around so I can see you and you can see me. We're going to circle around, put your hands on your knees, and just circle your body around, okay? And this will unhinge and unhook anything that might be stuck at this point. Take it around, nice deep circles around. Yeah, and then when you're ready, go the other direction. Around. Down. Nice. Good. And then from here, as you come forward, shake out your shoulders. Shake out your hands. Okay? And I mean shake your hands, your wrists. And then wave at me with them. Let them go. Wave at you. Fan your face. Wave them together. And then wave them out. Okay? And then, after you've shaken them a little bit more, as though you have water that you're trying to get rid of, you just shake them out. Then, make a fist and snap your fingers. Make a fist and snap your fingers. Make a fist and snap. Make a fist and snap. Yes, good. Take the arms, bring the hands together, and take the arms up overhead. Bring your arms, put your arms right into your ears. And lift. Squeeze your head a little bit. But don't bring the shoulders up to the ears, okay? Your arms are just kind of hugging you. Breathe. Take a nice deep inhale. And we're going to come forward about 3 or 4 inches. Keep your arms right where they are, as best you can. Breathe. Keep your head lifted, okay? Don't drop your head. One more time. Deep inhale, lengthen, and then come forward another 2 to 3 inches, maybe 1 inch, wherever it is for you. But keep the hands and arms back here, holding on to the ears if you can. One more deep inhale. And then on your next inhale, bring it up. Release the arms out to the side. Palms are up. Okay? And then turn the palms over. And then we're going to cross them. Right arm over left, left arm over right, right over left, left over right. Now, cross the right over the top as high as you can. Turn the hands to face each other. Maybe connect the fingers somehow. Pick the elbows up. Send those hands away from you. Take a deep inhale. Keep your head straight ahead. And on your exhale, drop your chin just a little bit. Without dropping your elbows. And breathe right between the shoulders. Keep lifting those elbows up. Breathe deeply right between the shoulders. That's one of the best shoulder stretches I know, or mid-back stretches, to get right where you need it, right between the shoulder blades. And then as you come up, release. Let the arms come out and just kind of shake out the shoulders a little bit. Oh, let's take the shoulders forward and lift them up by the ears. Oh yeah. And then circle them back and down. And then again, take them forward and lift them up by the ears. Ooh, nice round circles with those shoulders. And as you come forward, take the arms out, cross the left, out, cross the right on top, out, left, out, right. Last one, put the left on top as far as it will go. Turn the hands to face each other. Maybe connect them if you can. Pick up your elbows. Send those hands away. Now, right here, you might be getting plenty of stretch. Breathe right between the shoulder blades here, if that's true. I can feel it, certainly. But if I want a little more stretch, I'm going to drop my chin down towards my chest and keep lifting the elbows. And then breathe right between those shoulder blades. Keep the shoulders down. Nice deep inhales and exhales. And then release the hands. Let them come down. Shake out the shoulders. Shake out the arms a little bit. Yeah. Right? A little bit of that. Okay, and then hands on your knees. Take the shoulders back. Try to bring the shoulder blades together on your back and then pick them up to your ears, circle them around, and to the front. And again, take them back and lift. Touch your ears if you can and bring them forward. Very nice. Let's take the legs straight out in front and shake them out. And you can just come up and down this IT band and make sure everybody's happy here. Now separate your feet just a bit and turn your toes out. And then circle those ankles around and turn them out and circle them in towards each other and take them out. You can even relax your back. You don't have to be seated straight up and down here. Just circling these ankles. Then take it around the other direction. So the whole leg turns as your ankle comes in and around. Yeah, and the whole leg turns out and then up and then in. Woo, good. Shake them out once again, bring them together. Then, as you flex your feet towards you, then you lift your heart, straighten through the spine. Let's take the arms out to the side and up. On your exhale, come on forward. See if you can keep the arms back, okay, while you come forward. Flex at your hips as best you can. One more time, deep inhale, exhale, coming forward, lengthening through the spine, reaching out, reaching the top of the head out, 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 out. You want to get your head to the feet somehow. Maybe, maybe not. Hands will come to the outsides of the feet or maybe to the shins. Wherever your hands get to, put them down and then drop your head. Very gently drop your head, your chin to your chest and round out your back. I like to put my hands over the tops of my toes and just kind of cup the balls of my feet. Then push through the heels. Drop your shoulders down your back and push through the heels. And feel what it does to those shoulder blades. And then as you press through the balls of the feet, your arms get lengthened, and see what happens at the shoulders and at the low back. And then as you inhale, push through the heels and flex your feet and pull the shoulders back down your back. One more time, exhale. Press the balls of the feet forward and stretch out through the arms and the back body. Now be here for a few breaths. Let your head just hang. Breathe. This is a complete back body stretch. All the way up and down your spine, through the shoulders, through the hips, the low back, the hamstrings, underneath your knees. Breathe into all of that. And if you want to get really fancy, on each inhale, you push through the heels. And on each exhale, you push through the balls of the feet and stretch the body out. Then after a couple of those, stay static and breathe. Good. Then very gently drop the hands, walking the hands back towards your torso. You can just bring the back up flat until you're seated straight up and down. You can also round it a little bit if you feel that's necessary, okay? And then let's bring the left foot in first. Yeah, bring it all the way up to the groin if you can, okay? And drop this knee out to the side, way out to the side. And then your right toes go straight up and down. And you take your hands, one either side of your right leg, and you lift through your torso, and you turn, bring your left rib cage around to try and square up to that foot so that your shoulders are equidistant from the foot, maybe. See how that works for you. If this is enough stretch for you, stay right here and breathe it, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna take a deep inhale, and then maybe you're gonna exhale, and I like to take my left hand in to the outside of my right foot. And it helps me drop my left rib cage down and get square to my right leg. And then breathe here. And let your back be round. If you've got your hand at your knee, that's okay too. Just make sure you drop your left rib cage down so that your chest is square to your leg. And then as you come up very gently, just let that left hand just kind of slide up the leg and your body comes up, okay? Now to take it the other direction, maybe you have to massage your foot a little bit. Maybe that's too much pressure on that left foot. I don't know. Mine kind of gets wonky a little bit. But anyway, pull that knee back. And then this time, one hand on the outside of your right leg and one hand to the back of the left leg. Lift up and turn your torso towards the knee, the bent knee. Okay? This way your shoulder is pointing towards your right foot. And then you can just drop your right hand down on that leg, bring the left arm up over the top, and take a deep side stretch. Okay, your face goes forward, and then you reach out and up. I don't care if you ever touch this toe, okay? I don't care. I want you to reach out, 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 so that you get this lovely stretch through the left side body. And turn your torso up towards the sky. See if you can lay your shoulder blades on the wall behind you. Breathe. Breathe right into that space in your waistline between the ribs and the hip. And breathe. And then on your next inhale, come all the way up. Nice and slow and easy, okay? Good, your left arm is still high. Now we're gonna take this left arm and we're gonna kind of swirl it in and maybe touch the toe, maybe, okay? And then we're gonna take this left arm out and up and back and open your heart to the sky. Take your head, lift it up, give it a nice stretch. And then bring that left arm around again, maybe touch the toe, just a little spiral action here. And then as you lift through the spine, lengthen it out, take this left arm out and back. Lift, pull the belly in as you lift. One more time, exhale. See if you can bring that left hand to touch the toe or close to it, or at least in that area. And then inhale, lift through the spine, lengthen out, lengthen out, lengthen out, and open your heart. Yes, and then as you come forward, just drop the left arm. Shake your shoulders just a little bit. Nicely done. Take this left leg straight out. And bring your right one in. And if you can, bring it into the groin. Otherwise, you plant it right up in like tree pose, okay? You can bring it to the groin and then take the knee back a little bit more maybe. See how it does with your knee. Mine, I have to back off just a little bit because the knee gets a little wonky. Okay, so then you put your left hand and your right hand either side of your left leg. You lift the spine, lift your heart, and turn so that you're square to that left leg. Okay, and then as you come forward, maybe take this right, I'm gonna have to move my right foot down more towards my knee, because my right knee isn't liking this a whole lot. So make sure that your knee is happy. And then maybe take your right hand and reach to the outside of that left foot. And then square, bring your right rib cage down so that you can square towards that left leg. And breathe into this. Good. And then as you're ready, you just release that hand and bring it up. Keep the spine nice and straight and long. And then one hand goes to the outside of that left leg. The right hand goes to the outside of the right. And then you lift your torso up and you turn and square to the knee. And from here, we're going to let this left hand come down the left leg. We're going to pick this right arm up, and we're going to take a side stretch. So go completely sideways and feel that stretch through the right side body. I don't care if you touch the toe here. Reach the arm out so that you feel the stretch at your waistline. Press through that right sit bone. Breathe. Open up the ribs, let them separate. Good, nice. Ready? On your next inhale, come on up. Take your time, take it easy. Make sure everybody's in place where it belongs. Then we're going to take this right hand and we're going to reach it over towards. It's a little bit of a spiral for your torso and maybe touch your toe. And then as you pick this right arm up, take it out, and open up your wingspan and your chest to the sky. Lift, little spiral action. Spiral around, slowly, reach towards that left toe. Bring it out and back, and open up the heart. Here we go. One more time. Circle, take your time, please. Wherever you feel this, make sure it's not too crazy. And then take it out and bring it back. Wingspan here. Open the heart to the sky and lengthen through your spine. Lift. Yes, good. And then as we come up to neutral, we're going to bring both feet together and push them away. So we have a nice diamond shape right here, okay? And we're gonna sit up nice and straight and tall. I'm gonna allow my hands to just kind of slide down my shins so my elbows get to the knees. And as I come forward with a flat back, lengthen through the top of my head. Keep my shoulders away from my ears and press the elbows into the knees. And maybe your face will come closer to your feet. Maybe, okay? Try not to round your back. Try not to round your back. Keep it as high as you can. Lift through the heart center, okay? And press into those elbows. See if you can get the knees to go down to the mat. Just give it a go, all right? It's a decent, it's a lovely stretch. Breathe into it. Good. And as you're ready, you come out. Just come on up. Ah, nice. From here, if there's anything else that you would like to do that we didn't do today, please feel free to do it. If you have a question, feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question so I can help you with whatever you would like to do. Or we go into Shavasana, okay? You might like a twist. I know I would. So I'm gonna lay down in Shavasana, or I'm gonna lay down on my back. And I'm gonna pull my knees in first and rock side to side a little bit. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna stay here for a moment and let my shoulders relax and let my face relax. If you want to go into a shoulder stand, or you want to go to plow, or you want to go twisting, or wherever you want to go, please feel free to do that. You have the time. Take your time about it. Whatever feels good to you. And from here, I'm going to take my knees up to 90, as though I'm seated in a chair. Arms come out to the side. I'm going to drop both knees over to the right side. Stack them. all the way to the right side. Bring the knees up as close to the right arm as you can. Once the knees and feet are down comfortably, you can put your hand on the thigh, take a deep inhale. On the exhale, reach through that left arm, try to get your left shoulder blade down to the mat, and take your gaze to the left. And breathe. Relax. And breathe. And then as your face comes towards neutral, your right arm can let go. You bring these knees up through your 90 degrees, and then you drop them to the left, very mindfully, slowly. As they come down, bring them up towards your left arm. And then once the feet are down and the knees are down, relax them. My right shoulder came up. My left shoulder did the same thing. I can take my left hand to the thigh to help keep that down. I don't have to, but I can. And then take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, reach through that right arm and open up through your back body to bring that shoulder blade down to the mat. And take your gaze to the right. Try not to tweak your neck. Just take everything to the right and then relax your body and breathe. Relax your shoulders. Relax through the hips and the waist. And if you're not already in Shavasana, take your Shavasana. You can already be there, of course. Once you bring these knees up, you might want to squeeze them in again, you might not. And then you're going to work them down for a traditional Shavasana. Legs are separated. I press into my elbows and pick up my shoulders. And then I walk the shoulder blades underneath my back a little bit so that I don't have any bumps. It's a flat back. My arms go out to the side comfortably, palms open. Open. Let your feet flop out to the side. Just let them splay. Wriggle into your Shavasana a little bit until you can find complete relaxation. Your face is neutral. Allow all of the muscles in your face to relax. Put a little smile on your lips. That relaxes all your muscles quicker. Let your chin be comfortable. And then one by one, go down the neck, go through your shoulders and your spine, out the arms, and relax. As you come down the back, through the spine, under the sacrum and the pelvis area, and relax. Relax your belly. Relax your heart center. Allow your body to come back to its normal rhythm. Relax through the glutes and the groin, through the hamstrings and thighs. Relax. Relax through the knees. upper knee caps, below the knees, relax. Don't grip your jaw. Relax down through the shins and the calves and the ankles and the feet. Take your time here, scan your body, but you know it so well that you can feel if you're gripping or holding someplace that you shouldn't. Everything is in relaxation. And that means the point right between your eyebrows as well. Begin to bring your attention back to your breathing. Very gently rock your head side to side as you wake up the fingers and toes. Start movement in the body. And maybe take a deep stretch if you'd like, arms overhead. Just like you're waking up in the morning. Stretch it out. Oof. And then as you bend your knees, you'll roll over to one side or the other. Be there for just a moment. And then very mindfully, keep your eyes closed if you can or not. Use both hands to help you come up to your easy seated position. The head should be the last thing to come up. Face whatever direction you end up is fine. As you come to the sit bones, bring your hands together at your heart center. Touch the thumbs right into the sternum. Drop your shoulders down. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, bow your head. Now scan your body and see how you're feeling. And thank yourself for being here today. I thank you for being here today. Yoga practice, your own yoga practice is, in my experience, one of the best things you can do for yourself. And I'm more than happy to practice with you. Thank yourself. Take a moment with me, please. Send out your love and thoughts and prayers to the people on this planet that are suffering. Send out your highest vibration for peace and love and compassion. Think of the millions of yogis around the world that are doing the same. Thank you. The divine light within me honors the divine light within you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you very much. So, happy Wednesday. I hope it goes well. Drink plenty of water today. Okay, this practice is a lot of stretching, a lot of breathing and opening, and that requires then a lot of water. Okay, so drink water all day long. You should stay rather invigorated most of the day, but if you need a nap, take one, you know. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh.